court did not miss the mark. He knew her heart by the time he sentenced her.
Sherri Papini, the Shasta County mother who faked her own kidnapping in 2016, was sentenced today to a year and a half in prison. Now, the hoax wasn't publicly exposed until earlier this year. Papini admitted to the hoax and pleaded guilty in April to mail fraud and making false statements. Well, Action News Now reporter Ryan Ketchum joins us now. And Ryan, that 18-month sentence, that's less than even the probation officers asked for.
Yes, that's correct, Alan. They actually recommended 8 months. And even at that, Papini's attorney asked the court that she only serve 1 month. But the judge wanted to make an example of Papini.
I think it's very important that we send a message to anyone who is thinking about lying to the FBI or other law enforcement officers, or who is thinking that they can defraud the government and cause harm to victims.
Papini, do you have anything that you want to say?
I think Sherri has said pretty much everything she could possibly say in her sentencing memo.
This was the scene as Sherri Papini arrived to the federal courthouse in Sacramento today, surrounded by family and her defense attorney. Inside the courtroom, Papini addressed the court, reading a prepared statement breaking down in tears. She apologized and admitted guilt, as depicted in these court illustrations. Papini's elaborate story, stretching nearly 6 years, including self-inflicted wounds and a fake abduction at the hands of 2 non-existent Hispanic women, fell apart in 2020 when investigators connected DNA from her clothing to an ex-boyfriend in Orange County. Today, the judge said Papini probably would have continued the lie if she hadn't been caught.
I just think it's important for real victims to know that even though in this case Ms. Papini was found out to be a lie, the FBI and other law enforcement officers will investigate real victims' cases fully, and that no one should take this case as a sign to be afraid to come forward to the police.
Action News Now reached out to Keith Papini, who filed for divorce shortly after Sherri Papini's plea agreement last spring. He shared this statement: "The events of the past 2 months have been shocking and devastating. My current focus is on moving on and doing everything I can to provide my 2 children with as normal, healthy, and happy of a life as possible." Papini has been ordered to surrender by November 8th, and she'll have to pay more than $300,000 in restitution, Alan.
All right, thank you for that, Ryan.